Got my own stylist back there. Good morning. Thank you all so much. What an honor. What an honor. Thank you, Madam President, Oglethorpe distinguished faculty and staff, administrators, board of trustees, family, friends, and of course you all, the class of 2024. Now, I want y'all to do something for me because I was told I needed to connect with this generation. So I know you all have them. So take out your phones. Yeah, I know you got them. Take out your phones. Go to the camera part. You're not going to take a picture of me. That's all right. Take a picture of yourself. I want you to do that for me. Take a picture of yourself. That's right. And if you don't have your phone with you, then grab a partner and say, let's get it together. Take a picture of yourself. You are to be celebrated. This is your day, and it's well deserved. It is well earned. I am honored to be in your presence. You have been embraced, you have been educated, and you have been empowered. You have been all of those, and you have been equipped with an Oglethorpe education. And now it's time to unleash this incredible knowledge onto the world. Yeah, woo. Now, before I address the graduates, I want to take the opportunity to address Madam President and the entire Oglethorpe faculty and staff. I know we've always heard it takes a village to raise a child, but there's something else you should know. The child who is not embraced by the village will burn it down to feel its warmth, and that's important. And when I listened to Randy and when I talked to other students last night, and they're beaming with pride about their time here at Oglethorpe, that's a testament. When Randy told me earlier in the week she found her voice here at Oglethorpe, that's a testament. That's a testament to the mission and your legacy. It's also a testament to listen to your students. It's not lost on any of us what's taking place around the nation on many campuses. And I often think about if perhaps the leaders would have taken the time to listen to the students with various opinions and bring them together and talk with each other and not at each other, then maybe they would have had a commencement as well. I'll get an email about that in the morning. For the graduates, I know you're tired of hearing it. For many of you, your Oglethorpe education began in a virtual setting. I know it was difficult. Masked while sitting in labs and lecture halls, governed by 6 feet apart, hand sanitizer, way too many Zoom calls. I get it. It was an extraordinary time for us all. That little thing that came a big thing called the pandemic. And I know that there's this narrative that keeps circulating about this year's graduates. You all had to work hard to get through all that and get to this moment. Well, yeah, you did. And you earned this moment. You all persevered because you had no choice, right? And the end goal from then to now was this day. It's a major accomplishment. Yeah, I get it, no doubt. You get to this moment, and what do folks like me tell you? A new chapter is starting. Time to really start preparing for 20 and 30 and 40 years down the line so you can look back on the journey. That may be true, but I don't want this moment just to be a memory you have decades later. You should allow this moment to have a ripple effect. I want you to make this moment the drop that begins to fill your cup. And that is my message today. Fill your cup with purpose, with passion, and with pride. That's what I want to talk to you about today. I think your generation, I think we put way too much pressure to tell you what to do 20, 30, 40 years from now. Y'all live in the moment. I love it. I'm a little bit jealous because I was told, Rose, you get a good job, you stay there so you can retire. And I'm like, really? Can I have fun in between? No. Fill your cup. Fill your cup. Fill your cup with a steady stream of purpose. That is your mental and spiritual roadmap that navigates you in your respective fields. I read a statistic that 70% of people just don't like their jobs. What? I love my job, even when I'm fussing with elected officials. Now, in that moment, they may not like it. They all survived. Well, I've interviewed some of them again, well, a few. But yeah, I tell you, there were times in my career I faced challenges, some work related, some not, sometimes a combination of both. The last 4 years, I lost my brother. Then 5 months later, I lost my sister. And now I'm covering a pandemic, protests, politics on a daily basis. My goodness. But I own this purpose because this is what I love to do. And when I was faced with all those battles and all those challenges, having a sense of purpose helped me handle the setbacks and the difficulties. So whether it's accounting or chemistry or the theater, which there's a little bit of a actress in me. So someone out there going in the theater, look me up. So whatever your desired discipline is, I want you to align it with a sense of purpose because that is naturally driven. It's a naturally driven personal satisfaction. That's purpose. I want you to fill your cup with a steady stream of passion. You see, I see passion as this innate, soulful energy, right? It allows you to foster creativity and innovation, really. It allows you to challenge norms, right? I always wanted to tell stories. I always wanted to be a journalist. When I started in radio, I had a news director tell me I was too urban to work in public radio. He said, your voice is too urban. Ah, okay. So I'm thinking, I've always wanted to tell stories about people that seem to be left out in a lot of news coverage. Folks who look like me, unless it was about pain or suffering or related to criminal justice. So here I am with this purpose and this passion, and someone of another generation tells me, I'm not qualified. I don't fit because I sound too urban. Let me tell you something. I kept my cadence. I kept my Midwest swag. I'm from St. Louis. All right. I kept that. I advocated to cover stories from Black and Brown communities, rural communities, LGBT folks. I don't want to mislead you now. I had to work. All right. I had to work and I remained committed because I love what I do. And I was not going to let one person telling me that I couldn't fit into this vast world of journalists because I was too urban. Nah, bruh, that didn't happen. That didn't happen. And don't let that happen to you. Fill your cup with a steady stream of passion. I'll tell you, passion is it's emotional, right? For sure. It's a feeling of accomplishment and it can be inspiring. It can to others. Fill your cup with pride. That can be caring about your work that you put in. Maybe it's about to achieve a greater good to benefit others. Fill your cup with pride. And then there's this, right? with all this purpose and all this passion and all this pride, sometimes you got to disconnect. When you need to protect your mental well being, your mental health, disconnect. Now, that could be rock climbing, knitting, scuba diving, listening to Tupac or Nina Simone, going for a walk. Do what you need to do. Disconnect. Take a break. It took me way too long to adopt this very important and life saving principle. But I've learned to disconnect. I know I have some friends out there like, is this what it means when I call you and you don't pick up? Yes, I've disconnected. No job is worth sacrificing your physical self, your spiritual core, and your mental health. Amen. That's Big Mama back there. Step away if need be, bolt from the chaos, re energize your mind and your body when necessary. And now take all of that, what I just said, and think about this. We've got the purpose, got the passion, got the pride. I didn't say all that because I wanted to just be relatable to your job or your next experience, or for those of you that are continuing in higher education. It's about other lived experiences that you will encounter. As you fill that cup with purpose, passion, and pride, my hope is it overflows and pours into others. As your cup overflows with purpose, pride, and passion, might it be a basin of knowledge and inspiration to others. Share that knowledge through mentoring, and especially from someone whose lived experience is completely different from your own. As your cup fills with purpose, passion, and pride, might it also be used to birth new ideas and concepts that benefit our earth and her people. My nephew told me not to say her. He's like, come on, he's 20. I'm not listening to him. But yes, benefit earth and her peoples. Might it help alter the so many torments that plague our earth. Your cup overflowing can lead to that. Might it end the devastation and destruction of other nations? Your cup overflowing could lead to that. Might it find cures for diseases and conditions, and even prevent a pandemic? Might your cup do that? And as you continue on, and you go on into this next chapter, go into this next chapter with principles that can never be compromised, graduates. Call out injustices in your respective disciplines. Refuse to be complicit in the wronging of others due to racism, sexism, ageism, and all those other isms that are out there. Enter into this next chapter already equipped with the mentality you will not be compromised if others are to be discriminated against or harmed. You enter into this next chapter with the fighting spirit of an Oglethorpe graduate, rooted in those long nights of studying, researching, devouring endless lattes, because y'all love those, and those little bubble teas y'all love so much. I can't quite get there with y'all. I'm working. And by the way, if your purpose begins to take form into another area, so be it. Embrace it. Embrace it as you were embraced here at Oglethorpe. And if that inner soulful energy starts to dissipate and the passion is no longer there, that's okay too. Because guess what? New chapters are great. Keep filling your cup. Let it begin with this moment. You are the Oglethorpe class of 2024, and I wish you peace and light. Thank you.